explosive loud. Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oregon Ducks offense comes onto the field first today. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Coming out aggressively. Complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Here's a heat.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So Iowa's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side and watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it away off his back foot. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch.
like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the left side. There he goes. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field.
What?
They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He might want another play. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up for the PAT. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to go.
He's loose on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a...
He's looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play.
Makes the grab deep. Open field on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Ward. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. That's caught. It's Cobb. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Ward. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Touchback? We don't want no stinking touchback. Here he comes out of his end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
They just keep firing. He lets it fly. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Scanning the field, it's Ward. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A third down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job.
There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown, Oregon! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Utah State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He fields the football and makes the fair catch at his own 5, and he might have been better off taking a chance to see if that ball would bounce into the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive going to the air. He wants to go deep. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 35. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Booker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Ward. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to change this route. He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. It's Booker. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hand.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this isn't
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Dropping back, it's Ward. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Ducks want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. He's going to fire deep. Grabs it inside the 15. This will likely be the last play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Maddox. He lobs one high down the left side. And his first pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Kick is in the air. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
That's caught. It's Cobb. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Here comes the heat. Still on his feet. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it on the right. Off to the races. He's at the touchdown Ducks. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The give out of the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
He'll take a deep shot here. Caught at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. On target. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it behind the line. It's Peppers. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Completes it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got a chance. Lots of room to run. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. get back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Back to throw. It's Maddox. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The toss to the right. Running to Green. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At midfield, he's got room. Racing to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. For the onside kick here as they want to stick it to him. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. It's caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender.
Gashing the D on the right. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide open downfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the right side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open.
Breaks away on the left. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Maddox. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes. They got it. It's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Dances away. Now he's looking into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch on the left. breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one...
Turning it on! They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Well, it's that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make.
He's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything.
Yo.